Wish you could step in my shoes like David Camp in a rundown sundown time with a fit. You won't make it back. What up, though? It's that nigga Mom, man. And I'm reacting to something from The Family. Now, if you ain't familiar with that channel, go check them out, man. They be having like some crazy crimes and shit that be happening inside the black community, bro. And some of these stories, man, just blow your fucking mind. But this one was a topic I seen. I was like, let me just check it out. Denver man exposes snitch in an interview and kills him 4 weeks later. So that being the case, it's like, wow. So we're just gonna look into it. This obviously came from Yuki podcast.
No, go ahead.
And then you said you got 17 years. How did it get to 7?
17? Oh, how did it get to 7?
Yeah.
So 17 non-violent in prison. If they give you 17 non-violent, you automatically eligible to see parole half of that time.
Right.
So half of the time it'd be 8.5.
Wow. Okay. So I'm assuming the guy in the red is the guy who's getting exposed for snitching, and the black dude over here is probably the guy who he killed. Let me read this title again, because this titles sometimes be fucking you up, because you try to translate that shit in your brain and you be like, what the fuck, this shit don't make sense. But Denver man exposes snitch in interview and kills him 4 weeks later. So the interviewer killed the snitch. Hey, we gonna see.
When you got in?
Nah, for sure, friendship. I mean, but when I got locked up, though, it's not like anybody was making me do anything,
Right.
But you know how African parents just...
Yeah, that's not blaming you.
Everybody blames
you went from me down, like you went from me this.
Okay, the African, yeah, cause I obviously can see that shit. Like, it's a certain type of facial feature where you can kind of tell the difference between a motherfucker that's born African and somebody from America. Like, I don't know what it is, but you can kind of see it in the structure of their eyes and all that shit. You be like, that motherfucker from Africa. And not even how they talk or anything. And when I seen the Yuki podcast, I kind of figured this was like some African.
That's not pointing finger at people.
Exactly. So.
And I heard the accent. Not to keep pausing.
But, I know me. When I sat over there,
not this dude, but the other two dudes,
realized it was decisions, and I was in this little program, like right before I got out, I was in a little program, but it was cool. But they had this quote that said, a mistake made more than once is a decision,
Right.
And I understand that, like, that was.
And that's real shit. He said some real shit right now. A mistake made more than once is a decision. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, though, it's a decision before you make the mistake. A lot of times, it's wrong, and you still make the decision. So, you can't say it was a mistake then. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a quick example, but women that fuck with dudes that ain't shit, they obviously can see every sign that this motherfucker ain't shit, but they still fuck with him. So, was that a mistake? No, motherfucker, that was a decision. You stupid. So, let's continue.
Continuous bad decision making,
Then that's your habit or routine.
Becomes a habit. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Say that.
Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and ask questions. I don't want to finish all the questions.
No.
As we always say, fam, revenge.
Okay, we're gonna go fast some more. I don't think if that was it.
Just 3 months after being released
3
from
months
prison to allegedly kill the man who told on him to get him 17 years serving.
Okay, we gotta go back. Gave him 17 years. The man that told him.
7 years.
Okay, we gotta
Revenge
go back.
don't have no date on it. Today we talk about a story of a man who waited 7 years, just 3 months after being released from prison, to allegedly kill the man who told on him to get him 17 years, serving 7.5. Not the.
Wow, so he got out after 7 years.
Mention, he allegedly talked about it in the interview he did just a month and a half after being released from prison, which we'll later check out clips. According to local officials in Colorado, this man is a member of the African Mafia, one of 28 members of Sudanese gang that were
Sudanese, man.
indicted in 2016, known as the Kings of Denver, or KOD, as they say, fam.
Kings, Kings of Denver, dog. KOD. It was some shit here in Detroit, dog, called KOD. Like we don't really have gangs here in Detroit. You know, as far as me growing up, I don't know. They probably do now, but like me growing up, it was more like you was from a certain street, and you rep that. Like niggas from 12th Street, they was like nigga 12th Street. This niggas was from 6 Mile. They be like 6 Mile, 7 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really was repping 8 Mile and shit. But yeah, I never really heard nobody represent 8 Mile, but because that's like borderline the burbs in Detroit. But yeah, this crazy. I mean, there's gangs everywhere, so I wouldn't. It's an African gang. It's not beyond belief. My cat in there, me on his ass off.
Some forgive, but they don't forget. Today we go over this story. We see who involved, we see what led up to this, and we see where we stand today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fahmy Mohammed Tajah, an African kid from Sudan who went to Egypt and came to the USA with his family at the age of 11. At just 19 years old, a senior in high school, he was convicted of multiple burglaries around the metro area of Denver. He was one of 28 individuals indicted in a prolific burglary ring case that authorities in Colorado deemed were members of the African Mafia. It started back in 2015, where authorities claim they were responsible for more than 50 burglaries in Denver, Colorado. The 28 suspects faced 139 counts ranging from racketeering.
That's crazy right there. So they just had a squad of niggas hitting licks, and that was their thing. They had a squad, essentially like a team members doing burglary jobs instead of actual jobs like of construction. These niggas breaking in people's houses. That's crazy.
To burglary and theft. It had alleged that the ring operated in Denver since late 2013. Now, Muhammad was one of 7 men who was accused of leading the burglary ring and violating the Colorado Organized Crime Control Act. The indictment say the group called itself KOD, or the Kings of Denver, or the African Mafia. Now, Muhammad was already in prison for some years before that indictment had happened. He'll later explain why and how that happened in an interview. But that indictment alleged that the group was responsible for breaking into more than 50 homes and stealing a little more than
50 houses? These niggas working. Let me go fast forward because I ain't trying to
$23,000 in damages to build
you was all this shit. I want to get to the part about him
on the streets and to
what
pawn
happened.
shops. The owner
I'm going to pawn shops, doing
shop
all that
was closed
shit.
to personal emergency.
Obviously,
On the
that's
other
what they're
hand,
gonna do, and that's crazy. It's not crazy. I was about to say it's crazy. Breaking somebody's house, steal their shit, go to the pawn shop. Most of y'all shit is at the pawn shop. Your house ever got broken into is at the damn pawn shop.
Managed to have house arrest after cooperating with law enforcement. In November of 2022, Muhammad would come home, and in January of 2023, he would do an interview talking about his case and his experience while incarcerated.
Okay.
So check out what he had to say on how he got 17 years and how the youngest under him allegedly told on him just to get probation.
Just to get probation.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant.
Did he get killed by the
universe where
snitches? That's
you
what I'm
can
trying
do
to feel out.
whatever you want.
He killed a snitch.
To get into it like that, but he basically wanted to come over here to basically like heal himself.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys came here. How was life? Like, how did you see life compared to Egypt and North Sudan? I mean, you were living though. I don't.
Yeah,
You are not a lot going on.
Yeah, it's like your parents decide and you just go.
Yeah,
with
you gotta go with it. It was cool though, Like it start getting faster,
Yeah.
Sudan is more like a little bit like rural, like country, It ain't city. Then Egypt is more faster.
Yeah.
Denver is even faster,
Yeah.
So it's
Man.
like
And it's deep, man, to actually, I don't know this guy, but he experienced going to those places, being from Sudan, going to Egypt, come to America, just to do crime, nigga. Like, now you doing time, like, then now you possibly doing time again for killing somebody. I don't know if that's the story. We trying to get to the bottom of that.
it's just getting faster.
If you don't went to New York, then it would have
Ooh, it
been,
would have been
more
even
faster.
faster.
Yeah.
So I want to pick you back. You asked about the friendship when you went in. Okay, the first time I would say probably maybe when the news broke up, because you say you went there prior we did a new until when the major news broke out.
Yeah.
So how did you receive that? What was going to your head when you know, like, okay, these were the homie that was kicking with them?
Yeah,
and
they
now
start telling on me.
yeah.
And they start telling on me.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense how you were in already, but then they got...
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 people that's telling on me.
Where they at now?
And that's the fucked up. Oh, see, he asked that question. Shouldn't have asked where they at now.
6 feet deep.
So were they like, yeah, he's the reason, or he's the leader?
He keep guns, this, that, all type of stuff. You know,
So I will assume the reason so that they can get lesser
over time.
over time.
Did they get lesser time?
Yeah, they got probation.
Oh.
Oh, 4?
Oh yeah, he like, oh, I did 7. Oh yeah, he pissed, but like, bro, that time gone. Like, regardless of if you take their life and whatever, you end up back in there. It was pointless. It was pointless. You took their life, bro, because they took time away from your life. But at the end of the day, now you back in there, or you got killed. We don't know.
Of them?
Yeah.
So how did you find out?
And it's like, y'all niggas don't know about the law system, bro. Like, this is what happens. You commit a crime, you gonna do the time. Even if the time they give you is way more than what the fuck they should have gave you, you're going to do the time, bro. And that's the fucked up part, bro. That's fucked up. So don't do crime.
I read it.
Oh.
You see where I'm at? I'm at the crib. I don't give a fuck where my status is at financially. And I'm not down to nobody that goes that way, but don't make it an excuse about it. Like, oh, I'm doing this shit because nigga, I eat. You fucking retard, bro. You be in that bitch, you gonna be eating roadkill in them whole ass trays.
Oh yeah, the paperwork.
Damn.
You know, my lawyer, I can even watch the video if I wanted to.
Damn.
Yeah.
I read it.
Yeah, because he said how you figure out, I guess, and he said he read it. Because obviously when you locked up, the nigga you snitch on, he's going to figure out once he's on his way to court and he get his discovery packet. When he get his discovery packet and he read through it, and because you got to sign the paperwork, they see that your ass telling, they know now. Like, regardless, they can get on the phone, tell whoever, like, hey, look, man, that nigga Jomo telling.
So how did?
All 4 of them?
So how did you find out?
I read it.
I read it.
The paperwork.
The paperwork, the discovery packet. And this how you obviously know he's not well fucking rap too tight, bro. It's not just paperwork. But when you locked up, nigga, figure out you gotta know this shit, bro, because nigga, you locked up. It ain't shit else you in there doing. You locked up, nigga, it's books. There's other niggas in there that's doing time just as well as you. It ain't shit you're doing, bro, that's important, that you can't look into your discovery packet and remember that that's a discovery packet and tell these other motherfuckers while you in the interview. I read the paper. No, I read the discovery packet. Like, say the actual term, nigga. That's how you know niggas dumb. It be smart niggas in there too, because them niggas, it actually genius paralegals, prosecutors, but they locked up. They could be doctors, all that shit. They just locked up. They done did some shit. They got in there and looked inside of themselves and learned something, like, about themselves, where they like, damn, I can actually do some other shit.
My lawyer,
He just didn't.
The video if I wanted to.
No, you can't
About
watch
your
the
life.
video because, nigga, you're not a fucking cop. You're not an attorney.
No, I already see it. I seen it though.
So there
He was
a
there. He was there.
video recording of those.
Yeah, you know, in the interrogation
Interview-
room, yeah, they gonna
Oh.
record all the time.
Damn. What was going to your head at that time? Like, damn, niggas, we were kicking it. We were, and
And
now
I
you
already knew something was up when I seen my face on the news. Cause I
Oh.
was already locked up, you know.
Oh yeah, so see, he got locked up for this breaking and entering shit. Nigga that broke and entered with him said he the nigga. But for 4 to 5 niggas to actually say it was you and they ain't tell on the other niggas, that's questionable in itself. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit questionable. in itself.
So I knew something was up.
He said 4 to 5 other niggas, if I ain't mistaken. Well, let me see where we at. That's 703.
Oh, 4 of them?
4,
Yeah.
see, yeah. 4 people, yeah.
Out here looking for nobody, but
When you gotta do the steal here,
he locked up, you know. So I knew something was up.
damn.
I figured.
When you gotta do the steal here in Denver or they move away, they can look at you in the face anymore.
Nah, they can't look at me in the face. I don't know if they.
Okay, let's
To
go.
make that-
We got past
So
the snitching
friendship
part.
wise,
We
like
got
there's
past
no
it. He revealed
On
a
that
lot in this little interview.
You know,
yeah.
just react,
We about to get to it.
play chess.
Now, he answered those questions
Nigga sounded level-headed in that interview, but obviously he was still gangster-minded. Let's
in that
go.
interview very well. And I'm not sure if this was planned out, but according to authorities,
March-
just 4 weeks later, March 1st, 2023,
So
at
this
around
was February
8:20 a.m.
or January?
near East Exposition Avenue, the police department said officers responded and found a man with the gunshot wounds in an apartment parking lot. He was taken to the hospital.
Wait a minute. And I'm trying to see who was it the guy that was in the interview got killed? Because if he...
Where he's pronounced deceased and was later identified as 30-year-old Marcus Payne.
Okay,
That
he
morning,
one of the
Marcus
people that
left his
told.
apartment where he lived with his girlfriend and baby for a job interview. According to a press release from the 18th District in their parking lot, Muhammad and the second suspect had been laying there waiting for 3 hours in the bushes.
Damn.
Mr. Payne was approached from behind and shot 8 times in the back, arms, and legs, killing him. End quote. Evidence showed that Muhammad and others
See, man, the stupidity, bro, like, of taking somebody's life, bro. This where I'm at with it. Cause first, you morally fucked up if you gonna kill somebody, bro. You morally fucked up, and it's damn near like, unless they're attacking you where you defending yourself, something wrong with you mentally to even be like, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. Even if they got you locked up, it's just like, or they fucked with your money or whatever. Just move on, dog. It's way more money out there in this world. It's way more time you could be spending doing something productive rather than waiting 3 fucking hours in some bushes to shoot somebody because they told on you. Because obviously dude was trying to better himself. He was on his way to a job interview. You know, he left out his baby mama and his child's domicile and went out and got killed by you, even though now you locked up. And they know it was you, dog, bro. We live in a time, bro. Even if I wasn't morally like righteous, where I'm not about to kill nobody and all that shit, say I was immoral and I would murder somebody, I still got intelligence to understand, bro. There's cameras every motherfucking where. Like, bro, I would have to, you know, I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, I would have to disconnect every fucking camera. Like, plan something where I can strategically plan something to where I can get you in a secluded area where they can't track my location, leave my phone somewhere, all types of shit, just to do that shit. So, looking at all the shit you gotta go through to do that, even if I was immoral and I would want to kill somebody, I wouldn't do it because it's too much. It's too much to avoid as far as being smart, bro. It's cameras everywhere. People got Ring cameras on their doorbells and shit. You shoot this nigga, everybody's gonna hear it. Like, you have a motive, you know, as far as the police, you already have a motive to kill them because dude snitched on you. Like, this is stupidity at its finest. And dude, in his interview, he seemed a bit level-headed, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
were angry with Payne for speaking with police during an investigation years prior, calling him a rat. The police department used numerous surveillance cameras to track a stolen car that Muhammad used to flee the scene of the shooting. The car was found, which provided additional critical evidence for the prosecution. The agency did not go into further details of the nature of that evidence, And in February of 2025, the jury convicted Muhammad of murder in first degree, conspiracy to commit murder in first degree, a retaliation against a witness, and aggravated motor vehicle theft. And now, he head back to a place where he got accustomed to doing the same thing every day to let his time go.
How many
back,
years?
as a judge sentenced him to life without.
Whoa, see? Idiot. He got me in jail. He snitched on me, put me in jail. I'm gonna kill him and go back to jail? Like, that's your only outcome, bro. Either you're going back to jail or you about to shoot it out with the cops and go to hell, bro. One or the other. That's stupid. So, I left that shit alone. Leave that shit be, because at the end of the day, he deceased and your ass ain't free. That's fucking wild. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the snitch shit is cool. But 6ix9ine still alive. George Zimmerman, who killed Trayvon Martin, is still alive. A lot of the cops that kill innocent people, Sandra Bland, the lady who called the police to our house, those cops are still alive. Y'all wasting energy on each other. Because you told on this motherfucker, and we got a system around us designed for that. You fucking idiots. But with that being said, if y'all want me to react to anything like this, like, subscribe, and share. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. Also, Cash App. I actually hit that shit up instantly. I'll do it right then and there. I'm going to do y'all shit right then and there. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right? We ain't going to wait about it. And we will be all day about it. I will record that shit on my phone wherever I'm at. We gonna get to it. But with that being said, like I said before, like, subscribe, and share. Stay people productive and positive. It's that nigga mine, and much love.
Wish you could step in my shoes like David Camp in a rundown sundown time with a fit, you won't make it back. Try to paint a picture.